Yeah, you take over.
A director would have to deal with that. So we might have you standing on, let's say, some steps or something behind him with that. He could pace below. We could get what was going on between the two of you. Now, remember upstage, that notion of upstage. Very often, upstage was actually on a raked stage. So the person back there is going to have your attention. This is it could have worked. A little bit of a distraction, but it was a really, your instincts were good with that blocking. It needed a little tweaking. I would have raised it on, bless you, some kind of a day of steps there for that, okay? And then you could have projected down and you would have seen that. But I thought it was very interesting.
How about my projection? I try to.
Your projection was definitely up, and first of all, the other thing was what you understood. I could sense that under the lines, it was completely, the subtext was completely there. Watch a little on the articulation then. You don't lose those consonant sounds, and your voice tends to sometimes, it's got wonderful quality, it tends to drop. So don't let it do that. You had a certain stillness and resolve, but as soon as you move, you know what that shifting says? I'm not quite sure. Do you know what I mean? So you have to be, this is when you take theater movement later on. You realize what some gestures can communicate a little bit. Sometimes it's a little bit of nervousness and you've got to watch it. He had the opportunity. See, when you have a move that's deliberate, you can diffuse a lot of tension. You know, but when you have to be very still on stage and look real and relaxed, that's very hard to do. Okay, so that's what you have to say. I'm resolved in what I want. Okay, let's talk about costume.
Yes.
You know what? It works, and there's this. It wouldn't be what you would call traditional costume. Of course, it wouldn't be 5th century Athens. No, however, it communicated kingship. It communicated distance and exotica. So that was fine with that.
I got like a little Greek type, Odyssey type.
I'm not too Greek.
A little Renaissance Verona too with that.
Yeah.
But that's
y'all made it work though.
But that works. And you'll see a lot of plays, for example. You know, when Shakespeare did Julius Caesar, he did it in pumpkin pants. You know, so that if you wanted to do Shakespeare, one says historically, not all the dress was historical or historically accurate then. So historical accuracy is sort of a relative thing.
What are pumpkin pants though? Like
those are those. No, they're with tights where your butt is like a pumpkin because they're poofy pantaloons that are short. They're called pumpkin pants. And then that's what they would wear then with those little short tabards, you know. So it's kind of but that worked. It came across very strongly. Okay, thank you very much.